Good morning everyone. Basta tayo ng ating KJV Bible, Daily Reading Plan. Pakisabayan niyo ako guys. March 12, 2022, Day 131 natin. 2 Samuel chapter 10, 1 Chronicles chapter 19, and Psalms chapter 20. Basa. 2 Samuel chapter 10, and it came to pass after this that the king of the children of Ammon died, and Hanun his son reigned in his stead. Then said David, I will show kindness unto Hanun the son of Nahas, as his father showed kindness unto me. And David sent to comfort him by the hand of his servants for his father. And David's servants came into the land of the children of Ammon, and the prince of the children of Ammon said unto Hanun their lord, Thinkest thou that David doth honor thy father, that he hath sent comforters unto thee? Had not David rather sent his servants unto thee to search the city, and to spy it out, and to overthrow it? Wherefore Hanun took David's servants, and shaved off the one half of their beard, and cut off their garments in the middle, even to their buttocks, and sent them away. When they told it unto David, he sent to meet them, because the men were greatly ashamed. And the king said, Tarry at Jericho until your beards be grown, and then return. And when the children of Ammon saw that they stank before David, the children of Ammon sent and hired the Syrians of Bethrenbob, and the Syrians of Zubah 20,000 footmen, and of King Maacah 1,000 men, and it Ashub 12,000 men. And when David heard of it, he sent Joab and all the host of the mighty men. And the children of Ammon came out and put the battle in array, and the entering in of the gate, and the Syrians of Zubah and Rehob and Ashtub and Maacah were by themselves in the field. Tingnan mo lang guys, yung maling akala magdudulot din ng gyera. Akala nila spy yung pinadala ni David. Hi. Okay, verse 8 ulitin natin. And the children of Ammon came out and put the battle in array at the entering in of the gate. And the Syrians of Zubah and Rehob and Ashtub and Maacah were by themselves in the field. When Joab saw that the front of the battle was against him, before and behind he chose of all the choice men of Israel, and put them in array against the Syrians. And the rest of the people had delivered into the hand of Abishai his brother, that he might put them in array against the children of Ammon. And he said, If the Syrians be too strong for me, then thou shalt help me. But if the children of Ammon be too strong for thee, then I will come and help thee. Be of good courage, and let us slay the men of our people, and for the cities of our God. And the Lord do that which seemeth him good. And Joab drew nigh, and the people that were with him, unto the battle against the Syrians, and they fled before him. And when the children of Ammon saw that the Syrians were fled, then fled they also before Abishai, and entered into the city. So Joab returned from the children of Ammon, and came to Jerusalem. And when the Syrians saw that they were smitten before Israel, they gathered themselves together, and Hadarezer sent and brought out the Syrians that were beyond the river. And they came to Helam, and Shobach, the captain of the host of Hadarezer, went before them. And when it was told David, he gathered all Israel together, and passed over Jordan, and came to Helam. And the Syrians set themselves in array against David, and fought with him. And the Syrians fled before Israel, and David slew the men of 700 chariots of the Syrians, and 40,000 horsemen, and smote Shobach, the captain of their host, who died there. And when all the kings that were servants to Hadarezer saw that they were smitten before Israel, they made peace with Israel, and served them. So the Syrians were to help the children of Ammon anymore. So it means ba ganun servants pa rin ngayon yung Syrians sa Israel? Nagtatanong lang tayo. Di ba magkabukod na nga sila ng country ngayon? Daily reading plan. 1 Chronicles chapter 19. Now it came to pass after this that Nahash the king of the children of Ammon died, and his son reigned in his stead. Pareho lang. Yung 2 Samuel chapter 10 tsaka ito. Oh, yan. Oo, yung 2 Samuel chapter 10 tsaka 1 Chronicles chapter 19, oh, pareho lang guys, nakalagay. Now it came to pass after this that Nahash the king of the children of Ammon died, and his son reigned in his stead. And David said, I will show kindness unto Hanun the son of Nahash, because his father showed kindness to me. And David sent messengers to comfort him concerning his father. So the servants of David came into what time now? Allah, bilis na guys. Ulit ha. Verse 3, But the prince of the children of Ammon said to Hannah, Thinkest thou that David doth honor thy father, that he hath set comforters unto thee? Are not his servants come unto thee for to search and overthrow and to spy out the land? Bakit po pagkapare-pareho yung magkapare-pareho yung sulat ng Chronicles tsaka yung 1 Chronicles 19 tsaka Okay, verse 4. Wherefore Hanun took David's servants and shaved them and cut off their garments and the midst hard of their buttocks and sent them away. Then there went certain and told David how the men were served, and he sent to meet them, for the men were greatly ashamed. And the king said, Tarry at Jericho until your birds be grown, and then return. And when the children of Ammon saw that they had made themselves odious to David, Hanun and the children of Ammon, nang dahil lang dyan guys, nagigira na sila na pagkamalang spy. Verse 6, And when the children of Ammon saw that they had napakaliit na bagay, diba? Tapos, magkakagyera. And when the children of Ammon saw that they had made themselves odious to David, Hanan and the children of Ammon sent 1,000 talents of silver to hire them chariots and horsemen out of Mesopotamia and out of Syria, Makcha, and out of Zuba. So they hired 30 and 2,000 chariots, and the king of Macha and his people who came and pitched before Medeba, and the children of Ammon gathered themselves together from their cities and came to battle. And when David heard of it, he sent Joab and all the host of the mighty men, and the children of Ammon came out and put the battle array before the gate of the city, and the kings that were come were by themselves in the field. Now when Joab saw that the battle was set against him before and behind, he chose out of all the choice of Israel and put them in array against the Syrians. And the rest of the people he delivered unto the hand of Abishai his brother, and they set themselves in array against the children of Ammon. And he said, If the Syrians be too strong for me, then thou shalt help me. But if the children of Ammon be too strong for thee, then I will help thee. Be of good courage, and let us behave ourselves valiantly for our people and for the cities of our God, and let the Lord do that which is good in his sight. So Joab and the people that were with him drew nigh before the Syrians unto the battle, and they fled before him. And when the children of Ammon saw that the Syrians were fled, they likewise fled before Abishai his brother, and entered into the city. Then Joab came to Jerusalem. And when the Syrians saw that they were put to the wars before Israel, they sent messengers and drove forth the Syrians that were beyond the river, and Shaphat, the captain of the host of the Darisar, went before them. And it was told David, and he gathered all Israel, and passed over Jordan, and came upon them, and set the battle in array against them. So when David had put the battle in array against the Syrians, they fought with him. But the Syrians fled before Israel, and David slew of the Syrians 7,000 men which fought in chariots, and 40,000 footmen, and killed Shaphat, the captain of the host. Parehong-pareho talaga guys. And when the servants, parehong-pareho dun sa una natin binasa. And when the servants of Hadarezer saw that they were put to the wars before Israel, they made peace with David and became his servants, neither would the Syrians help the children of Ammon anymore. So it means Philistines tsaka Syrians naglaban nila David ng Israel. Di ba naalala niyo yung mga una natin binasa, Philistines naman yun. Ito nga yung Syrians naman. Ang tanong, bakit tayo hindi man lang tayo nababanggit sa dito sa Bible? Psalms chapter 20. To the chief musician, a song of David. The Lord heard thee in the day of trouble. The name of the God of Jacob defend thee. Send thee help from the sanctuary and strengthen thee out of Zion. Remember all thy offerings and accept thy burnt sacrifice. Selah, grant thee according to thine own heart and fulfill all thy counsel. We will rejoice in thy salvation, and in the name of our God we will set up our banners. The Lord fulfill all thy petitions. Now know I that the Lord saveth his anointed. He will hear him from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand. Some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we will remember the name of the Lord our God. They are brought down and fallen, but we are risen and stand upright. Save, Lord, let the King hear us when we call. Okay. Bye, everyone. God bless.